everybody. Well, it's Kaye here, the late bloomer in my new homestead in Tennessee, and I wanted to catch you up on all that's going on. Oh my gosh, so much. So I hope you stay with me. Well, my Wi-Fi situation has improved. I don't have it yet, but this week they laid the cable from the house to the telephone pole in my yard. And that's one crew, that's the underground crew, and they do all of the laying of the cable, digging the trench, and you'll see all of that in the last video. That happened, so they came back today and they attached it, this piece of plastic to cover the exposed cable from the ground to the box. So that's done. Now I'm waiting for the bucket truck to come and actually hook me to the telephone pole, to the device in the telephone pole. And presumably then I'm going to have service. And I'm getting a landline. And I understand now that, hey, the old landline made of copper wire that AT&T started, well, it was actually not AT&T, it was the American Telephone Company. American Telephone and Telegraph, wasn't it? Maybe that's what it still is. And I have a copper wire. I should actually keep that. That's a thought. I should climb up my telephone pole and cut that down and keep that wire because copper is very pricey. Anyway, I'm getting closer and closer to internet. As for the fireplace, well, oh my gosh, they're here right now. I'm gonna go talk to them. Oh, it is so cold out there. I should have worn a hat. Oh, I'm frozen solid. Anyway, I gotta get used to this cold weather. I've been in California for 32 years. Anyway, that was very interesting. Very interesting. Did you know that if your house is still wired with the old landline, which is a copper line, to your house, you can still get a POTS phone line. It's called plain old telephone service. Now, do you remember, are you old enough to remember before cell phones? We would make a phone call, and if it was long distance outside of your local prefix, I guess, it would be extra charges, and it could really add up. If you called your parents and you had a long conversation, it could be $20, $30. Well, those are the old days. But guess what? You can still get that if you're wired. And so he showed up. We were both freezing. He explained all this to me, and I said, his name was Chris, he's very nice. And I said, well, I'm sorry to make you drive all the way out here from Murfreesboro, but I think I want to think about this because it's $30 a month. And if you have a power outage, you can make local phone calls all night. Well, you can make long distance also, but it would just cost more. But at least you would have a backup, because otherwise, if you have a landline through fiber optic, you have to have a backup battery, and those batteries last between 1 and 2 hours. So if your power is out all night, you know, I mean, what do you do? So it's really something to think about. And also that copper wire, I was thinking, if he took it down, I want to keep it. But he didn't. He left it as is. I said, I'm sorry to bring you out here. He says, no worries, you know, I'll have them call you. You think about it. And so anyway, okay, so the most important thing that's happening today, because Tommy is letting the grout dry and harden today, that stone is so dense, takes a long time for the grout to dry in between. And so he's taking the day off, and he's going to be back here tomorrow. We're going to start that stone, and he's telling me I need to have the mantle. Well, I haven't even thought about the mantle recently. I thought this is something I can add later. You drill holes, whatever. No, I need to have that before tomorrow. So I made a trip to Winnell Lee. They have moldings and doors, and they've got a big wood shop in the back. You enter at your own risk. And I got there 10 minutes before they closed yesterday, and so I could not make a snap decision. Wood is very expensive, and this wood is all grown and harvested in Tennessee. And I saw poplar, walnut, and cedar. I think that's all. Yeah. So I have to go pick out a piece of wood for the mantle, and it's got to be cut to size because, I mean, it's already got to be the right size, except for the length, because I don't have time to take it to a sawmill and get it all, or go to a carpenter and get it all fixed. So I did see a piece of walnut there that was very interesting yesterday, and it's very pricey, but I think I'm gonna go get it. And I can make 2 mantles out of it, because you gotta buy the 11-foot piece. They're not gonna sell you it by the foot. So here we go. Let's go get that. Okay. It's not. I think this bracket thing is okay. Yay! There's my mantle. Oh, it's beautiful on the side. Look at that.
Very pretty.
Very pretty. And I bet it's pretty on this side too. Oh yes. Oh yes. Look at that. I love it. Thank you, Jordan.
Yeah, no problem.
So, oh, that was fun. And I don't know if you love wood. Oh my goodness. That wood is so beautiful. Look at this thing. This is gonna ride with me right here. It's gonna ride with me right here, all the way home. Now we're going to Home Depot and try to get some kind of just the most natural finish for this. I don't want it to yellow. Oh my gosh, I can't even see out of these things. Oh, so I was just driving right by my old hangout when I stayed over here in a hotel for numerous days looking at property. I'm in Cookeville, by the way. I came to the Turnaround, which is like this cute little place. You can drive in this way and turn around, or you can drive in that way and turn around. And they have organic chicken, and they have bone broth and salads and wraps. So I'm just stocking up for today, so I won't have to cook anything tonight. And I'm not going to Home Depot. I'm going to Lowe's. There's no Home Depot in Cookeville. That's what I was told. Oh, okay. And then the broth. Okay. I just gave you a little mention on my YouTube channel.
Oh, awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
What is your, do you have a business card for your YouTube channel?
I do, but I probably do. It's Late Bloomer. It's hard. It's easy to remember.
Well, I can remember that.
Yeah.
I'll look it up.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Great, thank you.
I'll follow you.
Okay, great. Tell me your name again.
Caleb.
Caleb, that's right.
Yep.
Thank you, Caleb.
Yep,
I'll see you
good
next
one.
time I'm in
Take care.
town.
Sounds good.
All right, bye. He's so nice. Well, okay, that had to be the least fruitful hour I have spent in a while. It could have been over an hour. You lose track of time when you go into big box stores. Have you ever noticed that? You wander aimlessly with a cart from aisle to aisle going, that thought. Someone's calling. Hello? Oh, hi. Thank you for calling me back. I'm good. I'm exhausted. I just killed an hour in Lowe's. Got nowhere. That's the guy that's going to work, hopefully, on my mantle. Because I can sand and I can put varnish or something on something. But this is a real centerpiece and I want it to be beautiful. And I could do just that part, but I don't know how to attach it to the wall. So, I have a guy that's coming over tomorrow to look at that. But anyway, I was talking about big box stores. You know, you just go in and as you walk aimlessly around, and you go, oh, there's these 5 items you need. And you just get like dizzy looking at all this stuff. And so I decided I wanted to use a natural product on my beautiful walnut. I don't want it to yellow. I don't want it to get darker, real dark. Walnut can get very dark. Don't want it to be yellow. Don't want it to be shiny. So I thought, I'll just use linseed oil. What could be more natural than linseed oil? It's a perfectly natural product, pure raw linseed oil. So I read on, first of all, they don't have it. They have boiled linseed oil, and it's got all these cautions on the back. I feel like, oh my gosh, it must be very toxic. So I put that back, and I look online, and I see raw linseed oil. And I happen to see the caution thing in there. It says, can spontaneously combust. And I'm going, well, I can't put that on my mantle right over my fireplace. I don't want my mantle combusting. Oh. And various people helped me. And then, of course, there's the issue of the garage door seal. Okay, he must have opened 5 packages. Nothing fit. No, this is not going to be so easy. So then I said, well, at least let me get a composter. I'm so behind on my compost. I've got to get a composter. They don't have any. None. I walked out in that huge garden yard. Not one person was back there. I don't blame them. It was freezing. Oh, it's very understandable why I, myself, and a lot of other people use Amazon, because it comes right to your door. Okay, I'm going home and eating and recovering.